Hello, friend.
Hi. Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Sarah?
I'm okay. I was just thinking today, I've worked at Softflex for 25 years and I've probably known you for most of that time.
Do you remember your first show? Because
Yeah.
do you remember the first day that you showed up wearing those beautiful high heels?
Boy,
And
those went out the window.
I said, "This your first day?" And you're like, "Yes, it is." I was like, "I can tell." And you're like, "How could you tell?" And I said, "Your footwear."
I love that. That's hilarious.
I'll
I
never forget
mean,
you standing there with those high heels. I said,
but
"She's
the
going."
thing is when I started with Softflex, I think I actually showed up on the first day in like ripped jeans. And Scott and Mike were like, what are you doing?
They're
What are
like
you doing?
casual. A little casual. And then
Very
you
like
went to the
overly
whole like
casual on my first day. Yeah. Yeah, my first show was I think embellishment in like Oregon
in Washington.
or
Yeah,
Washington.
remember that
Yeah.
way back. That was
Mhm.
my first. That's what the bead and button used to be called.
Right.
Wow,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
25 years ago. That doesn't seem like that long ago.
Yeah. How long have you had Green Girl Studios?
That was my first bigger show. I'd done local ones and farmers markets all around Columbus at that point. And like close by, but I didn't go to, like, that was my first one. And I think I went to Tucson right after that. So I met a lot of my friends at that
Mhm.
show, and we're still friends to this day. So I already met Fusion Beads, the Fusion Beads gals.
Oh, I
They
miss them.
they placed the biggest order. I mean, they
Oh,
went through and were like, I want 50 of this, 20 of that, and I was like, you want five? No, then 50. Okay, and they bought a bunch of finished jewelry. It was pretty awesome. Cleaned my table out. So
oh,
happy.
one of the reasons I have Cynthia on today, not only because she's one of my favorite oldest friends in the beading industry, but because she lives in a very special place called Asheville, North Carolina.
It's a very
And
special place.
it's a very special place that went through a whole lot this year. And in fact, many of Cynthia's neighbors, I think, and even I don't think your house was too damaged, but many of your
We have
neighbors are still sort of dealing with it.
a lot of people are dealing with um, just what happened was we're not set up for hurricanes. Like when you're in Florida, I'm from Orlando, so when they talk about a hurricane, everybody knows what to do. You know, you fill up the tub, you put some bottle, you get all the water on the counter, and you shut the house down and you wait. Here, they said, "Oh, there's a storm coming," and we were like, "Storm," and we were not prepared for the amount of water. And had it not rained all the previous week, it kind of just loosened the ground up and made all the trees just like easy to, kind of loose, I guess. And
Right.
so there was just so many trees down that knocked power lines down, and the French Broad have so much extra water that it washed away things that were along the water, like the Greenway and homes. It was pretty epic. We're still in it. We still have the National Guard. I think they left people here, but it was kind of like a movie. We were like, what is happening? Because it's
Yeah.
that,
Like
like,
where you were riding bikes to go find like food and water, right? I mean,
yeah,
I feel like I got a message from you saying Greg rode a bike far away to go
we
get
have
food
to
and
ride
water.
bikes to get, well, you couldn't drive a car because there would be huge trees blocking it. The thing that makes Asheville really beautiful is all the trees. I mean, it's like right now it's like peak leaf season. We're like towards the end of it. It's like beautiful. So you get tons and tons of tourists through here
Yeah.
because of it's like a natural wonder. We're set up
Mhm.
really high, and it's just a really like you'll drive off the Blue Ridge Parkway and park along the road, and there'll be miles of paths that are
Mhm.
like a little wonderland. So
Mhm.
those things that make it beautiful with all the streams and trees that also made it where it was hard because then they fell down all over the place. So
Right. Yeah. And Cynthia was just telling me right before we went live, one of her main roads that she uses regularly just
Today,
reopened
so
today.
we
It's
were
how
very,
long has it been now? Like 6 weeks, 8 weeks?
I think 6 weeks. I kind of lost count. Everybody's kind of walking around here, kind of a little bit shell shocked, because you don't want to be like, nobody wants to be a complainer. So that's the thing.
Right.
It's very positive. People are like, it could have been much worse. And it
So
just,
at this
so much.
time of season, typically you would be doing multiple markets in your area.
Yeah, we do different like art festivals that happen on the weekend. Some of them are 2 day, but for the most part, they'd be like a 1 day where you set up a booth under a tent. And, it's perfect time of the year to walk around with this hot cider. And it was actually really warm today. So people come from all over to have that sort of kind of looks like Vermont a little bit or Maine. You see pictures where there's all the mountains and all the bright colors. It's got a lot
Yeah.
like so it's things are getting back to normal, but it's still like it's easy to go down the road and see big piles of like giant piles of uprooted trees. It's like that's a lot of trees that came down. Part of me is like maybe they should make a huge sculpture with it.
Ooh,
Like how would they do
neat idea.
it?
With all your abundance of time.
I know, someone should do this. So I'll draw it in my mind and think about how nice
So
that would be.
I'm bringing all of this to everyone's attention out there because I love Cynthia and I love Green Girl Studios, and they're a small business and she can't do the market she would normally do. And her situation in Asheville is just different this year. And so I'm hoping that we can spend some time with Cynthia today. She has a project to show us. It's going to be super fun. And then I just really want to encourage you guys to go stop by Cynthia's website and check out the open stock items that they have available and do a little shopping. It's a perfect time to pick up all those really special components to start making for the holidays. She's got a lot of great stuff that just brings so much magic to your design and inspiration. I have a couple things here that I love that I was going to share with you as well. But I really want you guys to go take a look at Green Girl Studios shop today and maybe give Cynthia an order if you can.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, my friends.
Yeah, for sure. We love you guys, and we want to make sure you're good over this holiday season.
These
it's
virtual
important.
definitely help for sure. A lot of
We're all a big family in the bead world. So where one of us needs help, we all come to the rescue, right, everybody? So take a peek at that link when we're done with the show. Thomas will post it throughout the show, so you can go check out their website and see what's going on there. I also have a bunch of new products from Softflex, so I'm going to kick off showing that while Cynthia gets her table ready, and then we'll switch over to you. Okay, Cynthia?
Okay, great.
All right, here we go. Boy, I have a jam-packed desk today. Let me turn my light on so we can actually see these things on my desk a little bit better. I pulled out a couple of my favorite necklaces. This one, Mike Sherman gave me these beautiful sapphires.
Wow, that's really pretty.
That was a really nice gift, right? I paired it with this gorgeous fairy. I love her so much. She's so adorable. It says 1,000 wishes on the back. And I just think she's the best.
Oh,
so I wear that one a lot. I get a lot of good compliments on that one. And then the other one I wear a ton is this little mermaid lady with some
She's one of the best sellers.
She's so cute. I love her. And then I've just got some nice soft flex up the back and a clasp. You do clasps too, right, Cynthia?
Yeah, I've been working on some new clasps. I think that, let me see if this camera. Yeah, I like to make a clasp. I like to make what I need, what I think I need. You know, how you're like, you know, what'd be good right now is to have a moon clasp. And then
Yeah,
I have the good ability to make it. So that's
that's so awesome.
the happy
I need
part.
that. So this week on Friday, Cynthia and I both are a part of a really special event. And I'm going to pull up the details real fast here. We are doing DIY beading gifts and decor for the holidays. I think it's 10 companies that are working together on this event. So it's going to be jam packed. We've got Candy Cooper, Abby Berta. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Cynthia, Nile, just a bunch of folks getting together to give you some holiday inspiration. So this week we have jam packed our shop with holiday finds, including these great little pieces from Peru. They're all ceramics. These are kind of my favorite new thing right now.
Is that a ceramic or what is that material?
Yeah, it's a ceramic, a teeny tiny ceramic.
So
And
cute.
it's so cute. And then this little snowman guy.
Adorable. You know what that would be good for is making little stacked.
I know. With like white beads.
Mm-hmm. Or a big pearl or something.
Oh, pearls. There's an
Or
idea.
a little painted wooden bead. Or a covered bead, like a
I have to
crochet.
figure out what I'm doing for Friday. Have you decided what you're doing?
I have to narrow it down because usually I'm like, oh no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make that. And I have too many things and
It's
I have to
gonna
think
go
about
quick.
I would like to see what everybody else is doing so I could make something that goes along with it.
Ooh, maybe we need to start a thread and see what people are doing.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
I'll
might
do
be
that
fun.
after this video. So I've got these really great, these are light wooden beads that have been crocheted on top. And I think you get them in pairs. You can get the red, or this is a green, like a gray green. I don't know what color they called it online, but I think it's like a gray green.
Kind of looks like an evergreen type color.
Yeah, almost. So we've got all of those in the shop, all the little candies. These sold out really fast last year. All the little candy ceramics are back.
Oh, those are so adorable.
2 new trios. We've got a red, white, and blue trio for Veterans Day coming up. And then we've got a mistletoe trio if you're looking for some wire colors that are festive. Of course, we've got our ugly sweater bead strand and our kit if you want to get in on that. And we have a bunch of charms and things that are all holiday inspired. So go to the shop, check it out. I will run through it one more time at the end of this show so you can see them on the website. One last thing, we've got EconoFlex on sale, and that includes our beautiful gold EconoFlex. I cannot get enough of this stuff. It's 49 strand. It's very flexible, but it's very, very pretty. It's a gorgeous gold color.
Oh, pretty.
And it's got a good price. So
Is
you
that
can,
medium thickness? Is that what you have there?
yeah, I have it in medium or fine.
Mm,
And
that
the
one's
fine,
particularly good for the treasure necklaces.
and
Nice
the
and
fine is 49 strand too. So that's kind of cool. We don't do 49 strand in fine in any other brand other
oh,
than Pro EconoFlex.
that's very strong then.
Yeah, very strong, very flexible. So the best of both worlds. Okay, we're going over to Cynthia to see what she's got on her mat.
Oh, so let me see. I knotted this on a previous live. I wanted to show how it looks
Ooh,
finished up. So this is a double strand knotting with two fine cords, right? So this is that nylon. So it's two held together. And I was showing this to show how the knotting can look when it's on a fine and mixed with smaller beads. I was using this for this kit. This is the leftover. What was this one called? Water lilies, Azalea?
Yes, I
It's like
have a link.
ooh, pretty.
gold or the golden selenite. What else is in
Can I
there?
drop a link
Quartz, rose. I think so. You just have to put it in the comment section, like a rosewater quartz and tourmaline, and oh, aquamarine, that faceted down there. So that's all that's on this. So that kit is on our website. It also comes with some bead caps that we make here in our studio. That's this. If I can get it. Slick.
If you've never been to the Green Girls Studios website, right when you click into it, they're going to offer you a 10% off your order code if you sign up with your email address. So make sure you claim your discount code.
Yes, we also we try not to send too many spam type, we try not to send too many things, try to keep it at a minimal.
Who answers this chat in the bottom corner?
Does it have chat?
Yeah, who answers that? I'm so curious now.
I don't even know that one. Oh, Azalea was like, I do.
I know how to get a hold of Azalea now.
So now you know. I didn't know that.
Cynthia's like, I don't even know that we have a chat.
That's like a mystery. It's a total mystery.
I wish my kids would grow up so they could handle my chat for me.
Perfect. That's Azalea when she was a baby. She grew up underneath the table at Tucson and Beading Button.
That's right.
What did we name this one, little daughter?
That is Midnight Creek.
Oh, so this is one that has a lot of, how do you call them? When they're specimens, when they don't make very many of the stones, or many strands, because it's kind of not like well known. Like some strands you'll find, like rose quartz, pretty well known, pretty easy to find. Some of these are, like this is what's called orbicular, because it has like little orbicular jasper. And it kind of looks like little planets. I think it kind of looks like Mars a little bit with those little, like silvery with burnt, like a maroon. And this one, kind of an unusual stone, that green.
That's one of my favorite yet.
Yeah, me too. And then there's one in here, particularly my favorite in here is this. It's kyanite with ruby.
Oh.
I know, pretty amazing. And here, let me show with this light. I have a UV light so I can spot the ones. Oh, see, there's one. The ruby in it, fluorescent in it. So this one has a lot of more like specimen type stones that you don't really see that often. Oh,
cool.
Like euphorite in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So some of them will fluoresce. You can see a little bit of the chromium that's in there.
I saw a headline for an article and I didn't end up clicking through because I was just too busy at the time, but it said that there might be a planet hiding behind Neptune that we've never known about.
I love it. I love it. I'll be like, I knew it. We weren't alone.
Yes, exactly.
So there's a lot of different variety in this one. I just like a lot of specimen types. Azalea, what's this dark green one? She has to remind me of some of the stone names. This one is Mariposite, and it has like gold.
I think that was actually I think the dark green one is chrome diopside.
Oh, chrome diopside. So you don't usually see it in 8mm. You usually see it in a pretty small shape. And this holly blue agate. See, that's a very pretty blue agate.
Is this a bead mix they can find on your website?
I dropped a link for
Oh,
it.
yes.
Midnight Creek
Perfect. Thank you.
Put a link in there for that.
So there's like, Azalea listed all the stones if you want to check it. So if you wanted to put this blend together, it's like 12.
There it is.
Strands. Thank you. This one is the porcelain berry kit. And this has a few different sizes. It comes with...
There's only 3 left of that one.
Oh, there's only 3 left.
Ooh.
Usually
Get on this one. It's so pretty. I love that pop of the bright blue.
Oh, yes. That is a mix. There's a couple things that are blue in there. It's Amazonite. And what was this cloudy blue one, Azalea? The light blue? I can never remember the name of it. It's like a periwinkle color.
Is it Tanzanite?
That one is
Gray
not...
agate.
Oh, that one, I don't know if that was a gray agate.
Which one did you grab?
Oh, and there's lepidolite. There's also amethyst. There's orange sodalite. This sodalite has orange pops. It's kind of an unusual.
Ooh, pretty.
This light blue one you picked up is gray agate. That cloudy one. And then the other light blue one, the one that's more of like a sky blue, is trolleyite.
Oh yeah, that's a different. I've never heard of that one. Some of those have some unusual names. And
We
then
need the link for
rose
this one
crystallite-
too, Azalea.
Yes.
Drop the link for this one too.
Oh, this one? Yeah, okay.
Here's some of, like, this is the rough of what this purpley stone looks like. I bought this to cut. It's in a slab formation, but you can't even really see all the juiciness of this stone. But I was going to show how pretty it is. It's a natural undyed. That's how it looks in its natural state. And then check this one out. We had this one a few weeks ago. That's natural. That's not dyed. Sometimes they'll find the cutter that I know will find small amounts of rocks at the what's that one big, it's not Gem Mall, there's another one over there. They just have heaps of stones and they buy it to cut, and you just, however many you can make out of your rough. Like this is a good piece I wanted to send off and have made into moon faces. But it's not very much. You'd probably not get, but maybe one strand if you're lucky. So those are that kit. So I have the Midnight Creek. Is that one this one is, Vaya? I thought I would
Midnight
use this
Creek,
one
yep.
to show a technique that I've been kind of working on. So I've been on fire with knotting this last year, knotting like every other week. And Sarah, you were so kind to send some more soft looks. This is the fine in the metallic. It's so pretty. Look how pretty this is.
Ooh, I love that color.
I know. I thought it would be a good contrast to this.
I
So
agree.
this
Very
is-
fall.
Yeah. This one is a silk that I bought at SAF. That's the Southeastern Animal Fiber Festival. And usually silk is very easy to stretch. And this one is, I bought it because usually you see it on the small cards with a needle stuck to it. Or Kate has a beautiful spool of a heavier silk. This one is a little bit of, it's a cord and it's not as fine and round as the stuff that Kate had in her beadshop.com. But what I'm going to show you, this is a technique I developed so that I would not have to measure or cut my strand or my cord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these two by holding them together, and I glued them together to about 10 inches, I guess. I don't have a ruler handy. And I used fray check. You could also use, what's this? Oh, they changed the name of it. Didn't this have a different name called, wasn't this a different name?
It's been Fabertac.
Where does it say Fabertac on it?
They just changed the name. They just started calling it that.
They called it Beacon. Anyway, this used to be called Fabertac. I was getting ready to say Fabertac. I'm like, what's 3-in-1? But this is alcohol-based glue. It has a bunch of different names. Someone emailed me about another one that's British of this, fray check, and it was called Dritz check or something. And it's the same thing. You want an alcohol-based glue that will dry quick and will make a needle. So if you used Elmer's, it would use the same type of thing, but it would take longer. The alcohol just dries quicker. So you'll notice here that I'm not cutting it. There's no cutting or measuring, and that's the difference. Because usually that's where I kind of fall down with my, what do you call it? Like when I'm knotting, it's always short. And it's so annoying to me. I don't know if that ever happens to you, Sarah, but before they were like, all you have to do is measure and count how many beads you have, then add an inch per knot, and then multiply that, and I'm like, okay, so, and then inevitably I would do all the things and my necklace would always be like this short. It would be just enough where I would be like, what can I do to make this a little bit longer? And it would be so frustrating to me that I wouldn't be able to, hardly be able to, I'd have to just, basically I would just stop working on it. Because what else are you going to do with it? Except maybe attach it to something else that, what are you going to do with this piece of knotting? And I would always have gaps. Did you ever get that? The worst. I don't like
Yeah, I find if I have to do too much math, and I like math, but I don't like math when I'm being creative.
Well, it can be
Those
difficult.
things don't go together really well.
you're like, why is this count one, remove that, multiply this?
Yeah.
Just let me get to the good part. Just let me get to the part where I am going to be having fun,
Making stuff.
nodding. I'm thinking about making a bracelet length, and anytime I do this, I can't help myself. It's like compulsion to ombre. What's wrong with me, Sarah? I can't stop myself. Okay, can I even do this randomly? Like, I don't know if I could even force myself, you know?
Like, nope, I can't.
No, it doesn't want to. I'm like, I have enough of this, that kind of gray. I love that gray. These are neat. They have, look at this. This is, what is this called, Azalea? It has that, it's not moonstone, but what is that called?
Eye or tiger's eye?
It's not tiger's eye. It's another one of those mix and match where they grew together.
Mm.
It's like
Azalea, we need you.
sunstone. Is that the one?
I'm pretty sure that's lepidolite.
No, this one's not the lepidolite. Lepidolite has like,
I'm
getting to be expert.
Euperlite, sodalite,
No, that's not. Nope.
Because all these other ones I'm reading, that does not match. I'm pretty sure that's the lepidolite.
No, that isn't.
the one that
Sunstone.
looks like a
Sunstone. And iolite. This one's sunstone. That's they called that, or not. That's a moonstone.
Well,
with,
we didn't have anything like that in the kit. Nothing in here.
but look how easy this is when you stiffen that with glue. It's like a piece of cake. Easy. And then plus these holes are really big, so it takes no time at all to get in there. And
I love a project that doesn't take too much time because I don't always have a lot of time.
yeah, the good part about this is if you knot it or you string it before, say you get all this part done, you can put it in a little pouch and knot it if you're sitting somewhere. The reason I make this kind of long through here, like about this long, is so that if it gets kind of chewed up or frayed at the end, I can just cut it, and I go at an angle
Ooh, that's nice.
and I can get a sharp point.
It's a brand new needle.
Yeah, it's perfect. And the other thing is, say you prematurely cut it. This is like a koi. See, it has that. This one, I believe, is the sunstone growing with iolite because it's so weird. It's like a koi where it's copper and then kind of bluish. It's really pretty. I'm so drawn to these kind of specimen beads.
I love how much you love beads.
I love them.
I know
have
you do.
stopped
I
loving
can
them.
hear it in your voice when you talk about them. I love them too.
It's a true story. I do. And you know what? I've been doing it a long time, and I'm still not tired of it.
No, there's always something new.
There's always something new.
There's always something new to do, to learn, or to use. Like it never gets old.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I've been doing this for so long, and there are still techniques that I have not done.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see how long this is. This is not going to be long enough. I'm going to make a bracelet.
Every year I promise myself I'm going to learn how to bead crochet.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to do it, but maybe next year will be my year.
Well, you never know. I just
It's
made a
not gonna be this
tutorial.
year. I can promise you that, but maybe next year.
I'll send you my tutorial, Sarah.
Do you have a tutorial on it?
I have a tutorial on making my thread necklaces. You know those necklaces I've been making for years and years that are really delicate, fine. I used to teach it as a class, but then, we stopped teaching as much during COVID. So now we're trying to focus more on making virtual type classes. And I made a workshop for it, and it's pretty good. I'll send it to you after a thing, and you can check it out.
I feel like one of the things that sets you apart, Cynthia, in making all the components is that you actually use them and make jewelry and enjoy it. Like you enjoy beads and making jewelry with the components that you make. Like you said, you're making jewelry and then thinking, oh, I wish I had this item. And you dream it up and then you make it and other people can buy it too. But I think a lot of other people who manufacture components for making jewelry are doing it strictly as a business. Not
I think that can be hard because then you don't know if you don't do it, it's hard to tell. It's hard. I feel like how can you then sell it? How do you tell people, oh, this is good for a link or this is good for a button? So let's start this knotting. It's so easy. You guys are going to love it. So this is the end. This is the end that has the glue. And I put it on by just holding the piece together and letting it dry on the edge of the table. And I did one of these where I did like this and smooth it with my fingertips and then let it dry for 2 minutes. And that's how that became nice and stiff and stuck together. So since I have this, if I wanted to add more beads to the end after I've cut this off, that's possible. So I always leave it a little bit longer. So I'm leaving that about a foot or so. So I'm going to do the first knot. It's just a simple overhand with both strands together. You're not separating them and you're not cutting anything. And this is with the soft flex on there. So what you do after you've made your knot is you pull it tight and then come out and then separate like this. You separate the two so you get a really tight knot. That's not going in. Slide the next one down and then hold it like this. It's like the little head. Put your finger in to draw a loop, tuck it through and pull. Now I just learned last, Sunday, and see how I'm holding it right here? Not, well, as soon as I get towards the, close to it like that, I can then do this. So that way there's no gap. And you tighten it up, tighten it good, and then go down to the next. So one of the problems with silk, like this is a really beautiful fiber. It's supple and it's really pretty and has a nice shine to it. The only drag about it is that occasionally it can stretch and you can get little loose spots and it's kind of unavoidable. Now, a lot of times they'll say, hey, you can do this and stretch it and prime it kind of, like but if you use it too much, the only downside to that is it kind of rubs off the shiny finish a little bit. So kind of have to work with, within the parameters. So tightening.
And that's when the soft flex kind of helps it keep its shape, not.
And it's never going to break. I mean, that will never break.
Right.
You cannot say that of hemp. Because you could use this with, I got these from Kate. These are some really pretty colors. Look how beautiful that color is. Get that, like it's so luminous.
Those are such Kate colors too.
I know they are. You should see
like royalty. She's bead royalty.
She is. She's famous. When we go around in Tucson, people are like, Kate Richburg. And she's like, why, yes, I am. They're like, are you Kate Richburg jewelry instructor? And she's like, yes, I am. That's me. And I'm like, we're in of celebrity.
She's so cute. I love her so much.
Got her little scarf on and red lipstick. So you just
with that red lipstick.
Azalea went and said, we got to go to Ulta.
Yeah.
The Ruby Woo MAC lipstick to match Kate. And then
you got to match your Auntie Katie.
That's
She did.
Oh, I love her so much.
Yeah, she's precious and good. Look how good that looks.
When girls get big enough, I am going to ask her to give them sewing lessons.
Oh, yes. That would be wonderful. I've learned so much. Every time I go out and visit, I learn sewing. I learn about embroidery. It's so fun.
It's the best kind of friend.
Yeah, a crafty friend.
Yeah, that just it gives of their knowledge so freely, and it's just so lovely,
I have pictures of one Azalea. How old were you when you went out there? Like a couple years ago when you were learning to make bags with Kate? It was so fun.
Oh, that was when we went to the Cure concert in May of 23.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
That was a good time.
I rewatch those concert videos all the time.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can see it starts to go pretty fast too. And I would like to show, look how perfect. No gaps. And if you were to feel this, Sarah, it does not feel like there's anything in there.
Yeah, I bet. It doesn't feel like there's stainless steel underneath it.
Yeah, you would look at that and you'd go, oh, that's so pretty. You'd knotted that silk because you can see that it's silk. And you can get a little glint of that copper every once in a while. You can see it.
Kelly, yes, you can do this method of knotting with 2 rolls of soft flex, but you're going to get a different output.
It'll be
It
smaller.
may like kind of go wonky a little bit because it's 2 pieces of steel rather than just one. They kind of can tug one way or another, but I do have an example, so I'll go pull that out to show you.
Yeah, there's something about the cord that gives it the body, because I did knot one without, and I showed how to knot without using another cord in between. And it's good and it's great for smaller beads, but I feel like it can go like there's a twist on
Yeah.
the side. So there's
Here, I
that
have an example.
twist. Yeah, if you've ever spun yarn, there's a definite I don't know what they call that natural twist.
So it goes just like a little bit wonky between each bead. Now, sometimes you won't care, like that's okay. This is medium as well. It's not fine. And it's a different knotting style, I think, possibly. But it's going to not lay as straight as Cynthia's design is laying. And you can definitely see those soft flex colors in between. So just another option.
It's good to have those options. It's like any kind of technique, Once you learn a few, you can adopt it for whatever materials you have. So if you want to say you want to make necklaces and say, hey, these are done with silk, then because that's traditional. Knotting is usually with silk, And sometimes people don't want to say, oh, it's nylon, because it doesn't have that kind of, because people want it to be more, I don't know, traditional, I guess.
This is almost the best of both worlds because you do get that silk look and feel, but then you've got the strength of soft flex involved too, which is really good.
Yeah, it'll never break because the thing that you have to worry about when you're wearing silk or hemp or even leather, because you know what? Leather, I have in the past broken some leather necklaces where it gets the oils from your body kind of soak in, and eventually they kind of make them brittle or something. I'm not sure what happens. I guess it just like anything, it just over time it breaks down.
Chemical reaction. She is using the 014 fine soft flex in the copper color. You could use any color that you wanted, and we have multiple colors in fine that you could choose for sure.
Yeah, I think it works great as far as if you want to use 2 different materials. This way, I feel like when you use one thread, you have to use, well, you don't have to use that tool, but I feel like it's easier to make mistakes, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel as secure. Like I have several necklaces that I made before I kind of came up with the double, and they just wouldn't feel as substantial or as sturdy, if that makes sense. Because these stone beads can become quite heavy. They're not, lightweight.
And what's nice about soft flex and why we call it a knot tying stainless steel is you can tie a knot in soft flex and it will not work harden. It will not snap where the knot is any more quickly than it would anywhere else in the wire. And that's like a revolutionary thing when it comes to metal wire, because typically if you bend a wire and tighten it like that, you're going to make a point where it's going to break more easily, but not with soft flex, thankfully.
Yeah, it doesn't get brittle. I've never had it break, so that's why I'm brand loyal to, because I like my stuff to, if you want to put the effort in, it's worth it to spend a couple extra bucks and get the best cord you can get that you can trust,
Nancy, for knotting, I would probably stick to soft flex. She's asking if Econoflex would work. I would probably stick to the soft flex. It's just a little more flexible, a little stronger, and just, I think, a better option
And
for this sort of design.
and Sarah, this doesn't kink. That
Yeah,
should be
true. Yeah,
like
the
it's not gonna have. See how this is like really sinuous? Like when you're
Mhm.
wearing it, you don't want something that's gonna be like, "Ki," and then
It's so
continuously
pretty.
have a bend like right there, and you lay it out and it has a little bend. A lot of the other brands I've noticed can get a kink, and it doesn't
Mhm.
whenever you can't get it
Come out.
straight out. It's just there.
Mhm. What kind of finding do you think you're gonna put with this? Are you gonna put a pendant with it, or
I
how have
think.
you been doing this as you
Well, a lot of times I like to do. Let me see. I'm gonna scoop up these beads. I was thinking I could either do. So I have some of these. These are my bronze coins. That could be a pretty option,
Ooh.
like a button, to go on the
I
end.
just made Kristen a really beautiful rainbow 2-drop peyote bracelet for her birthday, and I put one of your snake buttons on it as the clasp, and it looked
Oh.
so good.
Yeah, I made this batch. I haven't been super busy lately, but these are all on the website. I haven't punched them yet, but
They're available.
we just loaded these up. So
Yeah, I just listed
that's
them and I have a link for it.
like this one is a little
Awesome.
deer in a mountain scene. And then
I
here's,
have that one.
oh
I
good, like,
probably have all of these. I'm pretty sure
oh
that
good.
one.
Tiger, like that one.
I'm kind of a Green Girl Studios like charm hoarder, I think.
Oh good. I'm glad to hear that. This little,
Oh yeah, soft touch would be even better than soft flex. If you want to
oh,
use
I
the
love
soft touch
that.
014, that would be
That
wonderful for
is
knotting.
very silky and
It's
fine.
the premium.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that
I
is
like that one.
a little unicorn in the garden. So all of these, we just put these on the site. I think what I'll do, I could do another type of button. I have some over here. Where's the
Are
one? I have
those
a
all in
stock.
gold tone too?
Yeah, they're kind of a bronze. These are made out of bronze, which is a copper and tin alloy.
Those look like they would be so pretty with the gold Pro Econoflex I was just showing.
I love that.
Which, by the way, is what I'm giving away. So if you've seen the giveaway running across the bottom of the screen, hashtag go gold, you're entering to win a 15 foot spool of our Pro Econoflex in gold color.
What a nice giveaway, Sarah.
I mean, who doesn't want something in gold?
Yeah, and how useful. So useful.
Yeah. No, it's a really nice wire. And I think people are going to love it. I feel like I haven't done the best job I could in telling people how beautiful it is. So I'm trying to do a better job
Oh,
because
it's lovely.
it's one of those things that kind of has been sitting and I know it's there and I know I like it, but I just haven't been using it. So we're going to get more gold in our life.
Good. Who doesn't need that? So I'm going to
Right?
show this kind of backwards. So this is the fray check. I didn't show this earlier, but this is how you stick it together. I want to put the clasp on, and I'm going to let this side hang down. So you put a little on there, and just sort of do one of these, just like this. So the soft flex is on there too. It's together, like making a little needle. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to dangle that right off the edge of the table so it'll stay straight and dry, and that will only take a few minutes.
Awesome.
So I think what I'll do is make a loop. You know what looks good is that, what is that wire called that's kind of hollow? It's like a tube that you put on the ends after you're done.
Oh,
Or French
like a bead guard, a wire guard or something?
Yeah, that would be pretty on this too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't use those often.
You don't want to put a crimp on there. I'm going to see if that works, because that might be a fast way to end the piece.
Yeah.
Because I usually tie knots this, but you know what? With this having that steel in there, I think I'll use a couple of these little gold plate crimps. Thank you for including
Speaking
them.
of knots, I started a little seed bead project, and then I just made a big knot in my project. I can't seem to figure out how to get it.
What kind of hole?
I am doing I am starting a 2-drop peyote bracelet that says gratitude on it for Thanksgiving time.
Oh, good.
Sometimes I pull my thread too fast and then it gets all wonky and then everything gets all stuck, and especially when you've got a long thread at the beginning of a project. It's kind of annoying.
That can get kind of knotted up, or
there I just got it. That was slick.
satisfaction. You need all the dopamine.
And now I'm like, go slow, don't do it again. Patience is the key. Yeah, I've been thinking it would be nice. I did one for Halloween. Or was it for Halloween? Oh no, I did one for voting day. I did a vote, and I was thinking it would be nice for some different seasons to have just a quick little sweet little bracelet with a message on it.
That's the hardest part, is the message, I think, to get something that feels good and doesn't seem like, like maybe not live, laugh, love, something.
Yeah. I'm really trying to embrace gratitude this month. With its Thanksgiving, so it's a good month for it, but also just everybody has been so kind to my family this last year, and I'm finally coming to a place now where I can have enough wherewithal to give back, if that makes sense,
Oh, yes.
So I'm kind of, I don't know, reaffirming my gratitude to everyone and just reminding myself, even in the face of things that are not good or make me unhappy, I am so very fortunate to be surrounded by so many wonderful people.
That is a great outlook. I think that's a good outlook, to be positive.
Yeah, it's all you can do sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what I've done here is I'm making a loop. I'm covering up the thread and cord, and I want to fit this button, so I'm making sure that this will go through there. Because otherwise, you have to have it where the loop, if you make it too tight, then you just have to start over, and that's frustrating. Nobody wants to do that. All right, let's see how this looks. What a gift if this could be through that. Oh, why didn't I think of that? I should have put it where I didn't have to have that knot there. Should have waited. But maybe I can tie another knot. I'll leave it so I can disguise the knot, or disguise that spot. Okay, so there's that loop.
Love everything you make.
So pretty. I'll tighten that in a second. I don't tighten anything until, that's why I leave a nice tail, because you can't put more on, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that time while we were doing that, this has stiffened up and dried, and it is ready for the other side. Okay, so I'm going to add.
So good.
Thank you.
I used to, when we were younger, always admire the designs you would put into Stringing magazine.
Oh, Stringing, how I miss you. Do you remember those days when we
Yeah.
who made it? Who made the cut?
Yeah.
Really big deal, because then you post it on your Facebook, you'd guess.
Yeah. I mean, I have a stack of magazines where I was published regularly, and now there's just no beading magazines anymore.
Sad.
No, I miss having things in print.
Yeah, I do know. I miss that too. So nice.
Digital now.
It might be nice as a colorful bead on the end of that. something contrasty, like an orange. Wouldn't you say like something a little
Ooh.
that's the right color
Mm-hmm.
to pick up the brown tones that are actually kind of copper? Maybe I had a copper bead. That'd be pretty.
Ooh. I like that idea.
Or like some kind of sparkly, but I'm going to just put this one on because I have it here sitting by my hand. And I usually go live at 7.
Oh, is that coming up soon?
That's coming up for me in like 10 minutes.
Minutes, yeah.
So fortunately, this is almost done, right?
Yeah.
Wrap that up, get it done. It's
Yeah.
always the last bead that's going to be like, I don't know if I want to. It's going to be kind of I need to trim it. I forgot my own technique. Trim.
You know what my dog does sometimes? When my door is closed and she wants to come in, she rams her head into my door obsessively.
You know what? Marty does that. And
does your cat do that?
Marty can get through a door. He can push it. So he'll use his shoulder and kind of strong arm himself until he can fit. And you're like, listen, I'm doing something.
Yeah, you were not invited in here.
You don't need to watch every move I make.
Do you hear that? She's like ramming the door with her head.
It's like, you're not opening it fast enough. What's your problem?
Yeah. I'm obviously here. Hello.
I can hear something. Sound like someone's rattling the handle, like when you're at the rest stop.
Mm-hmm.
Someone trying to get in the bathroom.
Right, exactly. It's my dog.
Dressing you out. Oh, I heard that time. That was a little more frantic.
I bet kids went outside. She doesn't like to be alone.
Well,
I'm gonna guess that the kids like went out back and they left her alone, and she was like, "What?
But wait a minute.
I'm alone."
I'm trying to trim this back because I don't. It's always like the last couple of beads that. You're trying to do it, like you're trying to be suave about it and get it done quick,
Mm-hmm.
That last one that's going to be difficult. Oh, Marty, don't.
Marty.
Everybody heard that one?
Mm-hmm. Him complaining.
Maybe he's complaining about my dog.
Complaining because I squeeze his little body.
He's very squeezable. This silk, though, kind of frays out. See how it's doing that? I'm like, listen, silk. Why don't you do right? It's got one crimp it's got to go through. That's it. There, I got it, finally. That last piece. Oh my gosh, can you believe what I just did, Sarah? Look at this.
Ooh.
Rookie move.
What happened?
Look what I did. Like a goofball. Can you even believe that? Ugh. I went through all 4 of those beads when I needed to do this.
Oh, man.
Dorcas. Thornton, come on. Get in there.
It's the stress of getting it done in a tiny.
I know. It's like the last. It's always like, you have 5 minutes.
Well, I can always let you jump off, and then I was going to head over to your website and show people around a little bit before I head out. So
okay,
let's finish your design up, and then you can go hop on your other stream, and I'll send them over to you in just a few.
Perfect.
We also have our giveaway to do still. Everybody hang out. You have to be here to win.
That's
so
a good
don't leave yet.
rule. That's
my rule.
All right, so this is the Midnight Creek. I did not pinch off the crimps. They're back here. I will get to that because I'm out of time. But here's the bracelet. It's the Specimen collection. All those juicy beads, all that flash, all that schiller. So here's what it's going to be when you do it. So you can see
that, you guys.
So this is soft flex with silk yarn.
So good.
So you get the look of the silk and the drapey because it's real drapey. But you have the strength and non-stretchiness, and it worked. So that's these 2 products here.
Cynthia, make sure you send us a picture so we can post it for everybody.
I'm
and
happy.
then I'm going to go show them the beads on your website.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sarah. That was a lot of fun. So much fun.
I always love spending time with you. Go get set for your next video, and everyone will head over and see you in just a few, okay?
All right. See you later, guys.
Here is the Green Girls Studios website. I just wanted to give you guys like a quick view of what we got going on here. You can see they have some featured collections here at the top. One of the ones that we saw today was this porcelain berry, which was really, really pretty. But it looks like there's more sale items. If you want to click through, you can see all of that there. And this is probably where they put some of their special mixes that they've hand mixed together for you guys. I also wanted to go to some of their beautiful pieces. So as I was saying at the top of the show, Cynthia and her family live in Asheville, North Carolina. A lot of the marketplaces that they would normally do for the holiday season are not going to be happening this year because of the hurricane. And so it was my hope that we could kind of take a look through her shop. Hopefully, if you've got a few extra dollars or you're stocking up for making holiday stuff, you can do a little shopping with Cynthia today. She's got a lot of beautiful pieces. So much magic goes into her designs. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the best things is that she is a jewelry designer. So when she's designing pieces, they're often things that she would use in her own jewelry design, or things that just caught her eye and she knows would just others would really love. Like this sweet little manatee charm is adorable. I'm loving this skeleton, these mushrooms. I think we've had them in a kit before. So many options, super affordable. I don't think she's raised her prices like hardly ever since I've known her for 25 years. Really affordable for a handmade artist to bring all of these fun, different creations. So as you can see on the left here, look at all those options of things, carrots and cats and buttons and butterflies and beads. Like there's so many different categories and things to choose from. So I hope you'll really look around and spend some time on her website tonight and just give it a good look. She's got some great buttons, which I love to use as clasps or closures. Beautiful figurines, and then obviously some kits as well. So I hope that you'll take a look at that and enjoy. And then let's get to our giveaway. I'm going to stream. Let's see, share screen. And this time we're going to do our giveaway. Here we go. Oh, and 84 entries. Last chance to enter. It's hashtag go gold into the comments in order to enter. I'm not seeing, oh, there's comments. Many of us are collectors, Sherry says. Awesome. I love that. Yes, today's Joyful Beading. Make sure you're checking out Joyful Beading every day. We'll look at that too before we go. Okay, I'm drawing a winner. Must be here. Hey, comment right away if you are the winner so we know you're here to claim your prize. You must be present to win. Sandy on Facebook, let us know you're still here. You're going to email info@softluxcompany.com. Let them know you won the Pro Econoflex in the gold color. It's a 15-foot spool. I'll let you choose 014, 019, whichever is your preference. You could totally use this in a project like Cynthia's project today if you got the 014. Yay, good job, Sandy. Thanks for being here. Let me show you guys just a couple more things before you go. Let me pull this up, present. I wanted to show you our new products. I had a little trouble with our new products today. So we have a bunch of new things, so many new things that they don't even fit on the front page here. We've got new trios, we've got nutcrackers, we've got candy canes, these adorable little snowmen and Santas. So what I would do is I would go to shop, go down to new, and then this way you can see everything that is new in one happy place. And it won't cut off, but what will happen is there's more than one page. So like these little ornament guys that I'm in love with, I knew there were 2 more. And I was like, oh, where are they? I can't see them. Go all the way to the bottom and make sure you click to page 2 or next page over here on the right side. And that will allow you to go just a little bit further. We also have plenty of ugly sweater beading design challenge kits left. If you want to grab one of those, I'll be opening it on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's a perfect time to have a kit. We'll open it on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and then you'll have Thanksgiving weekend to start making with it. And you can post designs throughout the month of December until the week of Christmas to enter to win our next kit. We have that beautiful red strand that matches it as well. And then look at all this fun new Christmas stuff. Let me go back one page that you can throw in with your ugly sweater kit. So many cute little odds and ends that would be adorable. I love these little sweater beads, are so fun. So cute. So I hope you will join us. We will be back with a load of people on Friday. Here are the details. Cynthia will be here. Candy will be here. Abby, Nile, Cassandra. I mean, just tons. I think it's 10 companies will be live all together doing a gifts and decor for the holidays video. Everyone will have, 20 minutes to show you a bunch of products that you can shop from for the holidays, and then a quick tutorial of something that you can make that's fast and easy for a present or for a way to decorate your package. So I hope you'll join us. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Put it on your calendar, make a little note in your phone today so that you're here with us. No live sale tomorrow. We had one last week. We'll have one again next week. And I think, Joyful Beading is going strong. So you can find this calendar in our Softflex VIB group. It looks like today is make a holiday ornament, one of my favorite things to do. Post it into the group, and eventually they're giving away some really great store credits. So that'll be a ton of fun to be able to win a store credit. So I think that's about it for me. Don't forget the EconoFlex is on sale, and that beautiful Pro EconoFlex that I was just showing you looks gorgeous, and I think you're going to really love it. If you've been missing gold in your life, maybe grab a spool. You get 25% off with coupon code EconoFlex at checkout, and that's at softflexcompany.com. Okay, let me stop sharing here, and we'll pull this out. Thank you for joining us today. Big thank you to Cynthia Thornton for being such a great guest, and I hope you'll run over to the Green Girl Studios Facebook page and maybe YouTube channel. I'm not sure exactly where they stream, and watch them on their regular weekly show, and spend a little bit more time with her, and maybe she'll have another fun project to show you as well. So see you guys Friday. I can't wait. It's time to kick off the holiday season right. Bye, everybody.